shelter heading north on the AT trail, and this is called Black Gap Shelter. So I'm never going to sleep in one, don't care how bad it is, but somebody's got their stuff here, they may be out slack packing, but you just put your stuff down here and sleep in. It looks like it fits about 8. I would sign that one up there, but I'm not on the trail yet, so. They said we would be able to get a cell signal up here at the this plateau. I'm going to tell you what. If my cousin Charlene said, "Hey, you left your toilet paper back here," and I had to walk back, I'm just going to tell you, I would have waited till tomorrow to go, because the first 5 miles of this approach trail, I don't know. I think they try to discourage you, but now that I've kind of gotten up here on the plateau, okay, it's starting to kind of go downhill. But I'm going to tell you what, if my legs were pasta, I was 2 damn noodles short of spaghetti. Because I'm going to tell you what, smoked. And then you got some college kids up here that are just, they're going to the North Carolina border. They got some pretty light packs. Yeah, there was 3 of them that went by me, 3 dudes, and about a half a mile after they went by me, 2 of them were coming back the same way and said, "I'm in North Carolina, this ain't happening." So, but it's, gosh, the temperature, it's muggy out here. But you got the birds and everything else out here keeping me company. It's gonna be a trip, so. Walking this morning and haven't even got to the actual start point yet, but that's okay. It's part of the process. So just wanted to update everybody and let you know that I'm still trucking along this morning, and I got a signal now, so I'm gonna try to get this on here for everybody. Thank you, and I love you all. Those of you that watched The Walk in the Woods with Nick Nolte, and he came up that hill and only gone about a quarter mile. Well, that wasn't the hill that I just came up down there. But here's the first campsite on the AT. But I'm just gonna say this. When I was walking up it, I said, this ain't gonna be too bad till I went around the corner and it was straight up. Good God, that was steep. So anyway, working my way to the start of the trail. This isn't even a start. I think this is a way to get people to not do it, to try to discourage them, because that smoked me. The gentleman and his wife have a baby, and they were worried about the baby crying itself to sleep. But I told them, don't worry about it. But so I'm gonna do this for the veterans, as I said, and if you want somebody's name included, they don't have to be passed away, just let me know. But after those names are scrolled, I will also do some that are more personal to me and then that I work with, and some may be live or some may pass, but I just wanted to make that point. And then, you know, you got more people coming, so if you're worried about me being alone, yeah. But then I just hope that me walking this forward, PTSD, military PTSD and suicide awareness, you know, if it helps just one person, and that has accomplished its goal. And to everybody out there, if you notice some person, you know, that looks troubled or missing a limb, just say hello to them, open the door for them, just make them feel not like a hindrance but an asset. So with that, I'm going to start my list, and I'll say the years, and it doesn't really matter if they're alive or dead, because you can figure it out. But the first is my father, Charles, Uncle Charlie Flannery. And then the next person will be William Bill Thomas. They were in World War II. There was Earl Story as well in World War II. Vassar Clements in World War II. And then Jesse Hicks in World War II. Now I may miss and have to go back to the campaign they fought in, but then in Korea, I'd like to pay tribute to Lyle G. Atwood, to Howard Peanut Franklin. And then for Vietnam, these first 6 are all related to us from what I understand. And they're all with the last name of Flannery. There was Brian, Michael, Robert, James, Rick, and David. And there's also another Vietnam vet that I want to recognize, and that is Pete Curtis, as well as Rick O'Berry. Now I'm going to move on to some people that I knew very well before they died, and how I knew them. John Fowler died in Desert Shield, not Desert Storm, Desert Shield. And then there was a global war on terrorism. There was Scotty Dyer that I went through the Special Forces Q course with. And then Charles Atkins and James Blankenbecker also died during that campaign, and they were with me in Hawaii. Blankenbecker was my first sergeant, and Atkins worked in our motor pool and was just such a great guy. Also in Vietnam, there's my cousin Tommy and Danny Taylor. There's Reuben Hicks, that also was in Korea. And let me flip it over here. There's William J. Novak that committed suicide, a young man. And then there's Gordon Stinson. So that's, and then I had him tomorrow because he really hasn't anything to do with like the passing or the earlier conflicts. So I'll save him for tomorrow. But I want to say the approach trail, false advertising, fake news, took a lot of breaks, put my feet into the streams, ice cold streams, and it burned. But I signed up for this, so I'm not going to complain and say, oh, help me, because that ain't right. A lot of people would like to be hiking this. So today is actually day 0 and day 1, but I don't count. It's 13.5 miles, and the next shelter up was 11 miles. So on the first day, I wasn't going to do 24 miles, but on the 18 mileage, it is 5 miles of the 13 because 8 is the approach trail. Now, on the original sign that you saw at the archway, it says 2,190.4 miles, and you would add the approach trail, 2,198.4, which a lot of people will do still. And you say, you know what, it's part of it. It's the AT approach trail. So if you do that, and I count these miles, which I'm not going to do, it would be 2,206 miles, 0.4 at the end of this thing. So as I'm filming this, there is no cell service, so I'm glad I have the Zolio app that I can message people and it let everybody know. So with that, I'm going to say, just to let you know that tomorrow when I start, now the 5 miles, besides the 8, I'm not going to count, but the 5 of it, this will be the first sunrise on the actual AT trail and not the approach trail. So that's why those 5 miles will get rolled up into my tally tomorrow. So with that, I'll say I love you, everybody, and thank you.